Hello. We're live. I thought Zan was going to do an intro, but I'll do it. Welcome to Threeflings, the only show on Twitch where you're guaranteed to see humans. Today we're playing Glitter Hearts, and Zan is running it. We are continuing our game that we did a couple months ago. So I'm going to have, and we have a new character. So I'm going to have Zan take it away to tell you about the world of Lunaville. And then let DW introduce their new character. Zan, tell us about what we're playing.
For those who don't remember, our little town of Lunaville, where the sun always shines and the moon always shines brighter, was saved by our unlikely heroes in the form of basically the school counselor, the soccer mom, and
the teacher.
The teacher. Yes, the drama teacher. So we had a real school hero moment, and they managed to save the school from a dark fairy child, which was really didn't mean to be causing so much chaos, but that's basically what she does. So they sent her home, everything calmed down, there have been a few magical incidents since then, but now the holidays are coming, snow has been falling, and Lunaville is now picturesquely blanketed in snow. There are decorations everywhere, and we have a new face. We actually won't be seeing so much of the school since it's winter break, but what have our characters been up to since then?
Dun, dun, dun.
Starting with
I'm gonna say you should pick someone.
letter.
Starting with, actually, let's start with Jess's character, who you're. Do you want me to start with Jess?
No, it's fine. I already did my name. Hi, I'm Jess. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm playing Annette McIntyre, yes, of the Westward McIntyres, whose pronouns are also she, her. Her alias is Grace Novak. And Annette didn't know that she was super for a very long time, basically because she just has the power of wealthy white womanhood. And she's utilized that really well. She also has many, many children and carpools and meetings to attend to. So she has been putting together holiday parties and white elephant parties. She's been getting Kaylin, Brayden, and the twins, Jaden and Jake, all set for their secret Santas. She's been, with the help of her TaskRabbit Barnabas and Dorothea, her maid, she's been arranging presents for her partner's boss, and basically she is on full on like winter tizzy because winter break is a break for the children, not for the mothers.
I didn't realize we were playing
and
a horror
in the
game.
spirit,
It sounds like my worst
spirit-
nightmares. Everything you just said.
My too.
White woman jump scare.
in the spirit of that, and the fact that you want to keep busy and probably have a pulse point everywhere, are you in charge of the town's winter decorations?
I think no, but I do think she has very strong opinions on them, and writes a letter to the editor of the local newspaper about the decorations every year.
Ooh, I like it. All right.
She likes to
Now...
be seen as a tastemaker, but that would be too many things.
Too many things. All right. So,
You drinking
we
milk?
know what Annette...
It's eggnog.
We know
Oh, festive.
we know what Annette is doing. Draz, what is your character up to this holiday season?
Hello, I'm Draz. My pronouns are she, her. My character's name is Suzanne Beckett. Her pronouns are also she, her. She is a drama teacher at the local high school, and, now she's on winter break. She's, having, the one of the few times in the school year where she, actually can take a break. So she's really enjoying that. I think it's kind of revolutionary for, a teacher to, actually do nothing. So she's enjoying the ability to basically do nothing and, have a good time and, enjoy the, festive season.
I think Q Bunny is probably hanging out with you and doing the winter break thing.
I just imagine we just been chilling on a couch with
Yep.
a cup of hot cocoa, just watching
Chilling.
a TV show.
And Q Bunny's flask is filled with eggnog.
Oh yeah, I think God that Q Bunny is an alcoholic.
Yes, there was
Wow.
but
Okay, way to
not
call me
an
out.
alcoholic. No. It's one of the reasons Q Bunny did not recruit teenage girls is the fact that Q Bunny likes a little nip of alcohol now and then, and that would just not be appropriate for anyone under 21. So,
And for the audience, what's a Q bunny?
Q Bunny is the
For the
magical
audience.
Yeah, for me.
magical creature that has gathered them together and is kind of the catalyst to their magical powers. So, DW, your character has been visited by Q Bunny and you have received magical powers. What you can decide whether that happened recently or maybe you were away and now have come back to visit.
I think I'm a bit of my character Clancy. Their name is Clancy Mutt, and they them, and they're a bit of a drifter. They go town to town. They'll pick up whatever kind of jobs they can get. They just like traveling. So they're back in town for just the sweet cash for salting and snowplowing streets. And also the janitorial duties at the end of year, once the school is out, prepping for next year, glossing those floors, making them all waxed, that kind of thing. Maintaining the lawn. So yeah, they turn up at the end of the year once school's out. They generally dislike children.
So, did you come across Q Bunny when you visited the school?
How big is Q Bunny? I'm picturing a man in a suit.
Q Bunny is a basically
Annoying.
breadbox sized Wolpertinger. So a little bunny with little horns and wings.
Oh, okay. In that case, I've met Q Bunny many a season ago, many years even, and I freed Q Bunny from a trap.
Oh, that's great.
As I was foraging for berries.
I'm going to say
In the forest.
that you were probably the first magical girl for Q Bunny.
Wow.
You never forget your first.
Never forget your first. And Q Bunny is so excited to hear that you are in town, and will probably be.
Love you. Keep going. I'm having cat problems.
We'll probably be pushing Suzanne to go over to the school and visit with you.
Okay. And every time I come into town, because I need Q Bunny, that's like Q Bunny's HQ. I bring him like a 6-pack,
Bunny.
some carrots.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
And every Christmas season, once I finish all my tasks, I feel like Clancy's on Taskmaster. Not Taskmaster. That's an entirely different thing. Tasker. Is it an air Tasker? That kind of thing.
Okay, it was like TaskRabbit?
Yeah.
Because I have one of
TaskRabbit? Is that? I'm guessing it's the same thing, but American. It's where you can just do tasks with people. They pay you money. It's like the Uber of tasking. Okay, cool.
Yes.
They fly into town and do that. Once they've got like a bit of cash saved up, that they'll hang out with Q Bunny for a bit, watch Die Hard like 4 times.
So I know your character's opinion on Die Hard as a Christmas movie.
Yes.
No, that's the only movie they watch.
Oh. So
My
it's
character doesn't even
very,
celebrate Christmas.
it's very coincidental that it's like
It's
the
more just
Christmas
like-
season.
Yeah, it's more just like I come into this town at Christmas, so you think that Clancy's thinks it's a Christmas movie, but like when I'm coming into a different town in spring and like meet the people I know, I'm like, hey, let's watch Die Hard again.
Love
it's
it.
Die Hard or Predator. Yeah.
Love it so much. Okay, so you have a good bond with Q Bunny, but have you met the other magical girls? And if so, what sort of relationship do you think you'd have with them?
Yeah.
You can have a
Okay.
cooperative relationship. You could have an adversarial or rivalry relationship.
Okay. How would you think your characters would react to a bit of a drifter, gets things done, doesn't like children, like smoking cigarettes and drinking kind of character? I feel like
It's so
might be a
difficult
rivalry.
because I feel like
With the
Suzanne and Clancy's worlds are so far apart that like I don't think she would have much of an opinion on them. But
Yeah.
Good Hearts very cleverly makes you not have a neutral relationship because that would be boring for storytelling.
Yeah.
And also
Yep.
Different to everybody.
boring for the mechanic that, requires a relationship. So it's like I'd say cuz Suzanne's generally cooperative with people unless like she has a reason to not like them and then
Yeah.
so
I
yeah, I would
think,
say that Suzanne would be cooperative.
Yeah, I think Suzanne would get along pretty well with Clancy. Because Clancy is just a loner, but one of those ones where you're really happy to see them, kind of like a Gandalf. You're just like, oh my god, did you bring the fireworks? No, but I bought a shotgun. And it's like, oh,
Wow.
okay.
Oh,
Um,
Clancy makes me think of Robert from Dream Daddy.
oh, I haven't played
Before
it.
you were on call, DW, I did make a joke that diversity in tuxedo mask is non-binary. So because I'm just keeping thinking about my job here is done. What you can
Yeah,
do with
yeah.
The
it.
job here is done.
But their class and their mundane identity is the loner.
Mhm.
Hence why they're drifting in and out. Their magical archetype is the idol. So they drift in and out. They don't form I guess they form long-lasting relationships because they won't see someone in months to years.
Mhm.
But when they fly into town, it's a good time. They just like to help people, make people feel good. It's just like one of those people that just they're in their element, they're comfortable, and you feel comfortable around them to tell them, what's going on in your life, and they're always there to listen. Like a mix between like Gandalf, Tom Waits, and bartender, I guess.
Okay. And
Yeah.
now remember, your relationship doesn't have to match the other person's relationship with you.
Right.
Oh, in that case, I love Suzanne and I love Annette.
Okay, perfect.
Clancy is basically whenever they come into town, Annette is of two minds because on one hand, Clancy is efficient and good at what they do, so they have a use.
True.
On the other hand, they're a terrible role model for children, and they're actually like who Annette points to as in like you need to go to school and do well at school, or you might end up like them.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
every
you
year
know-
you see Annette, they're always wearing the same jumpsuit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
With just different patches from like tears that everyone. Oh, okay, well, that's just used to buy a patch and put it on.
And like
they're
as
very
Annette's
cute.
kids get older and are like developing their own personalities, she is ever more terrified.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
I
great.
think that it's good that Suzanne is a drama teacher because I think that a drama teacher being fine and being on good terms with someone like Clancy makes sense.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
More
wait,
so
wait.
than
So-
any other kind of teacher. Or maybe an art teacher might, still be fine with Clancy, but like a creative arts kind of teacher would be like, yeah,
and Clancy like takes jobs to like paint murals, paint buildings like the one color. Like they're very.
That's great. Actually, with that in mind, would Kaylin like Clancy?
My daughter.
And like hanging out with Clancy.
Which
Yes.
is terrifying.
Kaylin's a budding photographer.
Oh.
I was going to say that like maybe you've helped like paint a set before, but I'm also realizing that like if you're only in town during Christmas time, that's always going to be winter break, so that would never have happened.
Does I was like, does mise en scene do community theater as well? Because
I
then
think
there's probably going to be like a holiday review or like a kids Christmas show or something.
Yeah, that's
There
true.
would
Like,
be a Nutcracker ballet, something.
I think she might like help out with that kind of stuff, but like not so much that it takes up her whole break because she needs time to herself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Decompress time. I love it.
It's the kind of thing that she helps out just because this is a small enough town that like there's not like too many people that like have the skill set to help out.
Mm-hmm.
And a deal. It's not like she's like she likes doing it, but she she needs her own time.
Okay, so Annette.
By the way, DW, Kaylin's name is spelled Kaeylynne. So, make sure to get that right.
Kayt.
It's on the NPC list. Yes, perfect.
I'm gonna put it in as
It's under my notes in my character sheet.
And
if you want to
I'm not going to tick any boxes. Clancy's indifferent to children and doesn't really, clock that one child is different from another.
Kayla's like 16.
The child.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. In America, is that old enough to smoke cigarettes?
No, but it's definitely old enough to look like you can.
Okay,
Don't
maybe
smoke, kids. It's bad for you, and it makes you look not cool.
That's terrible.
Trust
I'm
me,
gonna put
I'm someone who's almost 40, so clearly I know what's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna put tall kiddo. Then that will separate. That will separate her from the rest.
Includes 16-year-old John Mulaney.
Okay, because I don't have a kid. Can I have yeah, in a suit. Because I don't have a kid, can I have a dog?
Yes. I'm going to let you have a dog.
Mangy dog that I can take everywhere with me.
You are Robert from Green.
I don't know what Robert is.
You're Annette's worst nightmare, and I love it.
Binary now.
Cool. Gear and stuff. Mutt the dog. Done.
He's my favorite.
Wait, isn't your surname Mutt already?
It is.
Yes.
Amazing.
All right. I was going to start off the story, but that's great. I love all of this already. Annette.
Yes.
When you went to write your normal letter complaining about the decorations, you noticed that the decorations are
maybe they weren't
worse. Are worse this year. They're practically non-existent.
Whoa.
Okay.
And you want to find out why they have taken such a downturn.
Yeah, what is that about? Okay. Now, I'm not one to fall for the war on Christmas BS because that's tacky and a little boomer. So she knows it's not that, but she's wondering, like, they don't necessarily have to be Christmas lights, but we could have diversity lights. Like, I should have done content warning in net, honestly. So we could have had, like, blue and white lights for Hanukkah. We
Oh,
could have
no.
had Kwanzaa lights. We could have just had white lights. That's just pretty, and it makes the streets safer to walk on at night. So yes, she will
Okay.
write that letter.
She will write that letter. Does she try and find someone that might have more information?
I think she's a big hypothesizer, and will just be like, I
Mm.
saw on Instagram that this is what people are saying, and this is what I think it is, that it's a travesty on behalf of all Lunavillians. But yeah, won't look too much further into it. She might reach out to someone in City Hall, but she's definitely not gonna like put any real effort.
So, someone you know personally,
I feel bad. I know
or
this is like
are you
a
just?
GM hook? And I'm like, no, she's a piece of shit. She's just like,
Oh no, this is fine.
no, I feel like she will just call City Hall and be like, so what's up with the lack of decor? Have a good learn, Alias.
I say the person that picks up the phone is it basically gives you a line just like, yes, we know there's a problem, we're working on it.
Is
We
it a question
and
of funds? Do you need to have a fundraiser?
there's a pause.
Has there been a
And-
misappropriation of funds from our previous fundraiser?
And-
Voting citizens need to know.
If you start off a phrase with misappropriation of funds, the person is going to get very affronted and
That's fair.
basically
My partner and
and
I are very large, significant donors to the city, so I think I need to know where my money has been going.
I love you saying my partner because you didn't name the next partner.
You forgot their name.
I
feel
never
like-
named
like
them.
you
Chad,
get the
name your next
answer.
partner.
The city hall functionary
Oh, thanks
is
for the
it
sub,
functionary
Arcline.
is just thank you for the sub. We'll just give a huge sigh, and it's just like we had very lovely decorations that were being set up until they somehow disappeared. We are trying to rectify this situation by finding the culprits, but as of now, we need to look into other avenues to resolve the decorations. I'm sure this was just a prank, but
They've gone missing.
if
So a
Yes.
donation drive is what you're looking for.
I will not say
glimpse
no
the
to a
truth?
donation drive. Oh yes, go ahead and roll to glimpse the truth.
Hell yeah.
I know this was just, asking if she can do a move, but I just imagine Annette, like, in the going, can I glimpse the truth?
Okay, so I roll mental. A thing that I'm okay at.
Yeah,
Not that
surprisingly.
okay at it. Let's see. Oh, that's only on mystical. Okay. Well, I don't know. I can't glimpse the truth. I gotta.
I mean, at least you get XP, right?
Yeah. I have no idea
Okay.
what the truth is here.
You just get.
Oh, but I can still ask
the-
what do they desire. That's what it is.
Ooh,
We're
what do
making
they
a glimpse
desire?
The truth check, even on a 6 or less.
What do they desire? For you
Okay.
to have...
They
Probably.
they desire nothing more than to go home and actually be on vacation, which is what they were supposed to be doing until this
Aw.
problem rolled in. And they are not so much interested in solving the problem as the fastest solution that will get them home for the holidays.
And that's just gonna go, thank you for your time. And happy holidays. and hang up, and then immediately go into her carpool group chat. I'm sure she has a group chat for like carpooling and for babysitting, and is going to say, holiday decorations at City Hall are missing, and employees aren't interested in looking into it.
Bye.
God fucking damn it! Of course she would.
You
Just
get
got off
a
the phone.
flurry. You get a flurry of messages, and from those who live near City Hall and like downtown proper, you get messages that there are a lot of things that have gone missing, especially shiny
Ooh.
decorations.
Ooh.
One of your friends, in fact, is lamenting the loss of one of their heirloom decorations that they put up every year. And they were suspecting that some kind of rival had taken it in order to better their chances at the holiday decoration walk prize.
Okay, so we have a thief in our midst. Now I will reach out to Q Bunny. I will send Bartleby the TaskRabbit and just pull him up on my phone
Yes.
and be like, Bartleby,
See-
there's a thief. See if it's a supernatural thing. Go talk to Q Bunny.
I was imagining that she'd like pick up TaskRabbit and like put it up to yeah, as like a second phone.
Or it's Barnabas. I called him wrong. It's Barnabas the TaskRabbit. But yes.
Barnabas. Yes, Barnabas shoots off
Oh, I have
across
to roll
the
mystical
snow.
to do it.
Oh, yes.
Let's
Although I'm inclined to let this happen simply because I love Barnabas.
9, 10. It succeeded. Yeah, that's a 12. So
Where was that roll on the last one?
on a 10 plus, your minion completes the task successfully, and I can watch through its eyes and hear through its ears.
Yes, so Barnabas quickly pings onto Q Bunny's location and heads directly there. Q Bunny is actually hanging out with Suzanne and possibly Clancy at
We're
the
watching Die
moment.
Hard on the TV.
Oh yeah, watching a classic Christmas movie. And all of a sudden, Barnabas hops up, and you all know what Barnabas looks like, and Q Bunny, and he touch noses, and they're just like, "So, what's up?" And it's just like, oh. And Barnaby is like, "So, there has been a theft of Christmas ornaments in town, and I kind of want him to call Annette mistress." Would that be in character?
Yes.
Okay. My mistress, which is to know.
Annette probably thinks it's naughty.
And it's simply
she
not.
Just have a whip.
She was like, I never thought I'd be anyone's mistress.
Oh.
Well, actually, does she have the whip, or was that just another desire didn't take? I forget. Oh, no, she has the beam.
She has a beam.
Thankfully, she doesn't have the whip. Which is another thing she could take, but
I
at least
think
she doesn't have it now.
Christina's character had a whip.
Oh, maybe. I swear, like, Desire's weapon was a whip.
Oh, yeah, it might have been, but I thought that wasn't very Annette.
Yeah, thankfully.
She has a magic beam and a hex. No whip for her. That was too physical. She's not a physical girl.
Yeah. She's a material girl.
I
with
think
the
you have to be
material world.
coordinated to use the whip. She just stands off to the side and insults people.
Honestly,
That's
I
fair.
love magical girl stories and such because, like, in no other, like, you need magic to be able to, like, utilize a really long whip and have it, like, you know, wrap around the object that you want. Such, like, in real life, that would not work in the slightest.
Yeah, that would just get whipped.
Anyway, so you get the information that ornaments and decorations have been going missing in the center of town.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
And Q Bunny's just like, I haven't seen anything new magical yet, but this is something that I think we should investigate.
I think Suzanne finds I feel like it makes sense because of course Annette would see a problem and be like, time to call Q Bunny. But I think Suzanne is not convinced that this is a magical problem, so I think I wanna glimpse the truth. So
Well, I wish you more luck than I had.
Yeah, but yeah, because I guess investigate a situation is counts as something that can be done right now. So I am going to glimpse the truth. I got what is Suzanne's mental? I think mental is 0, so she got an 8.
An 8.
So
okay.
So
you get
on the 7 to 9. This move is written weird, and I don't remember if I realized that last time. On
you get a hold
1, so yeah, spend 1 hold.
You get a hold 1 going forward.
Yeah. Okay.
And I believe you also get to ask a question.
Yeah, well, the hold is to ask a question.
Oh, yeah.
What if I ask, what sort of creature is it?
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah.
What sort of creature is it?
Because Suzanne is it is very possible this is just a human thief with no magical affiliation.
Yeah, human.
So she wants to is this actually a magical situation?
Okay. I'm going to say that you do a little bit of research and you get some footage from one of the storefronts that was near where some of the decorations had been taken, and you glimpse something that could be a tiny lizard-like creature.
So it's a lizard. We're after a lizard.
A lizard wizard.
Sus. How long ago was this footage found and recorded?
The footage was sometime within the last week. You really just got it off of social media, so the timeline on it is fuzzy.
Okay. But that's our best lead.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Yeah, I've returned back to the, television and, tell Clancy that, it seems there's a bit of a situation. Want to tag along?
Yeah.
You buddies, yes, of course.
I can build traps.
I mean,
Ooh.
it seems that we're dealing with some... How big was the lizard creature?
It was very small, about 2 feet tall.
Okay. Because, if we're dealing with a small creature, that could come in handy.
Yeah, I can build traps. I mean, that's how I found Cute Bunny in the first place. It was my trap. This is news to Cute Bunny.
Right.
Oh, yeah, this is news.
No.
Well, that's,
I was gonna say, Suzanne will, tell Cute Bunny to tell Taskriver to tell Annette, and then I remember they have phones. I assume they have each other's
But
numbers.
also, Annette is seeing out of...
Oh, that's true. I forgot about the eyesight.
Barnaby's eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is Barnaby?
A
Annoying.
magical
Bear?
rabbit.
Rabbit.
who I summoned through my phone.
Oh wow, that's cool. Oh, Clancy doesn't
Yeah.
have many of these cool things.
I think wasn't he a unicorn rabbit? I think that's what he was. Or just a pink. or
No,
purple-
that was
he's a
Mira.
pink- He was a pink or purple rabbit. I think he's probably
Oh.
a bisexual colored rabbit.
Cool.
Yeah.
Diversity win. This
Yeah.
rabbit is bisexual.
Yeah, it's like Q Bunny is a calico rabbit with purple eyes.
Oh, cool.
Annoying. So like, since like Suzanne would know the like, the connection between Annette and Task, Rabbit, so she'll like talk about like what she found like in the proximity of both Clancy and Task Rabbit.
Mhm.
So Annette can be informed and be like, I'm heading to this address because that's like the best lead that we have. So if you wanna like help out, then go there.
Annette mutes her TaskRabbit connection for a second and then just shouts to the room in general because she knows someone will hear. She's like, Dorothea, arrange an alternative childcare tonight and please get someone to children's choir rehearsal. Thank you. Oh, and cheer for Jake. They need it. They've been having a tough one. Okay, bye. And heads out. As she outsources
I
her
love the
childcare.
idea that Annette can mute Rabbit. It's like the Discord like symbols appear.
Mute.
She doesn't want to get distracted while she's leaving her orders to her housekeeper / Siri / anyone who is listening.
To the universe.
It's like I will say, since you do have video evidence and you know the town really well, you know where that video was taken.
Mhm.
So you can head directly to that area and attempt to set up your trap or surveillance or do a bit of questioning of any witnesses that you might find.
Now, what do we see it steal?
You,
It's like a Christmas
in the
ornament.
video, it looked like it was a box of glass ornaments. In fact, like 2 of them ended up falling out of the box as it
Oh.
was running around a corner.
Ooh.
Okay.
Lost the ornaments.
Yeah, I think that once they get there, Suzanne is definitely like looking around for like traces of the glass ornaments, like if it left a trail or if like the shop that or like house that like came from like cleaned it up.
It has been a few days, so it looks like it appears that any ornaments that have been dropped have been cleaned up. You might be able to do some kind of investigation to see if you can find any trace of them, but there's nothing apparent.
Okay.
Hmm.
The fun thing
Well,
is that like I don't want to do a second glimpse of the truth because I literally just did once.
hmm
But I think at this stage,
You're
like
good at that, though.
I have a 0 to mental.
Okay, JK.
Actually, let me double check if I have any like things that give me mental.
JK, you're not good at that.
All right, so we're gonna build a trap for this thing.
Okay.
Annette,
No, I
can
don't.
you just give us a box of your best ornaments?
Oh no.
Because this thing loves ornaments, right? So,
Best ornaments?
I mean, do you want to catch this thing and like, fix up your community? I know you do. You love your community. Come on.
My best ornaments?
Who else's best ornaments? You have the best ornaments,
Mermaid.
Annette.
They're
I would want to
Tiffany's.
steal them, but I didn't. I would want to steal them. I didn't even
They
like
were
Christmas.
my great-grandmother's, and they're made with Tiffany glass. They don't
Poor
even go
Tiffany.
on the tree.
Oh, maybe.
Just
Well, maybe
have
not.
them
Maybe,
in a china cabinet.
well, maybe not
We can all see
your.
them.
Maybe not your your heirlooms, but like the ones you put on your tree, the nicest ones you put on your tree. And just get that shit off, put it in a box. We can make a trap, because just lingering around here, that happened days ago. We're not gonna get it any further. Want to trap it? We need a.
Annette is Annette going to take the ornaments off of her own tree
Oh no.
to help bait this trap?
I'm gonna say Annette has a Christmas closet in the basement, probably, and she's got like
For all the gay
grandma's
stuff.
ornaments. She's got the tacky shit that she inherited from her aunt who had like a doll collection. She's got like her parents' ornaments from when they passed that are very 70s. She's got the shitty ornaments the kids made that she does not like on the tree. And then the ones that are on the tree, and then the ones that are like that used to be on the tree and are a little dated. And she's gonna call TaskRabbit and tell TaskRabbit to coordinate with Dorothea to get the slightly dated but still nice ornaments. So they'll be like brass and crystal, but not and maybe some of the stuff the kids made, because honestly, if they go missing, who's gonna care?
Yeah.
Kids make a lot of things. We can't keep all of it. So I will go mystical.
Yes,
Dang,
please.
She's good at this. 6 and a 5, so that's an 11.
Perfect.
The one thing Annette can do is order other things around.
Yeah.
Why is that so appropriate?
Wait,
okay,
no,
so TaskRabbit is going
11.
to be
whatever, it's fine. So 13
is going to take a little while to go get those ornaments, but he is on task. And I hear there's a trap being set.
Yeah. How big is this lizard look? It was like the size of a dog, right?
I said about like 2 feet high at most.
Yes. Okay.
Is that included
in
body, or is
metric?
that just tail?
You're talking to Australians.
Is it like an iguana sized, or is this like Komodo dragon sized?
Yeah.
Like
Wait, Komodo
in
dragons are way bigger
between.
than 2 feet.
Yeah,
In between that.
Okay.
Hey, but that's a goanna.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
Joanna the goanna.
I don't know.
I only know a goanna from Rescuers.
Never
too,
met her.
where they went to
Yep.
Australia.
Oh yeah, the rescuers. Oh, I remember that.
Rescuers.
Well, I'm
down
not
under.
goanna. Not enough. Yeah.
Thank you. Our client says it's 1/100th of a furlong.
So long.
Yeah.
How many fathoms is this lizard?
I want a TTRPG that's measuring for combat.
2 cubits. 2 Q bunnies. 2 Q bunnies tall.
That is tall.
My God, I've been reading
Okay.
a lot of like fantasy Chinese novels, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's about 3 li away," and I'm like, that means nothing to me. But I'm learning it, and you look it up, and it's like in ancient Chinese measurement, and I'm like,
But
meaning?
but how does that?
Yeah.
It's like give it to me in a measurement that I can understand.
At least, like, tell me what the measurement is.
Is it a mile? Is it a block? Is it a?
I'm like, cool. I have no concept of this.
Yeah. Even in China, it's confusing because there's like I know so many Lees. So like it could be like Lee Hao and he's short.
Yeah, it's actually like, you know,
Richardson's tall.
really hard to like, you know, convert to other measurements.
Bruce Lee,
because
average.
actually the space, you know, the distance between 2 lees. So
Yeah, is it horrors? Yeah,
it
maybe
really
the distance
differs.
It's a dynamic distance. If it's vertical, it's taller because Lee is 5 or something. But like horizontal, it's like just a normal human width. We've come up with a dynamic source of measurement.
How many lees is this lizard?
I mean, at least one. It's the first 2 letters of what it is.
Oh yeah, lees.
Oh my god! Well, so we just need to know how long
I'm a
ZARDs
writer.
are.
That's what they pay me for.
Zard.
This is why
How long
I
is
pay
the
you
Zard?
big
You just put a
bucks,
Lee and a
just-
Zard together. Anyway, I built a trap. It's
So-
pretty pretty simple one. It's got like a box of things. I kind of camouflage it, so it's like next to some trees and a fence, so you can see wood and wire anyway. It's not like a big camo trap in the middle of a park, like a lawn. It's bushy, but like I'm gonna leave a trail of tinsel and a couple of baubles,
yeah.
just poking out of the box, just to tempt that the ornament stealer.
Okay.
And
We have cool info from Arcline in chat about ancient Chinese measurement systems. So if you're watching
cool.
this on
Yeah.
Twitch, enjoy learning.
Watch us live.
Oh, that's so cool.
TV/AngryNerdGirl. I figured out what I can do instead of glimpsing the truth a second time is remind me. So, what is this establishment that the ornaments were stolen from?
Okay.
Yeah.
The establishment that you're in front of is actually a toy store. The ornaments that you saw being stolen on camera were from the street. Because the town actually does its own decorations for downtown, but they're out in the open and kind of easy to yoink if you are so inclined.
I see.
So it was just like a box on the street that got taken?
It was probably a box that was found, and somebody had just used it to transport ornaments.
Yeah. Okay. Knowing that, I'm gonna make a trail leading out of the trap, and there's to go around like a light pole. And then I'm just gonna stick a sign in front of the trap and being like, "Unfinished city work. Do not touch."
Yeah, I think.
Okay.
I think Suzanne is like
some fancy stuff on a like fancy Christmassy bright pole, and looks like someone's whose job it is put these up just got distracted or had to leave for some reason.
Yeah, I think Suzanne is like realizing that the toy store. She's gonna like go in and like see if she can like basically interview the toy store to see if like they saw anything on that day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Also, another question. The footage that I saw did the toy store owner like post that like online, or did like someone else like I don't know? Did it like go in a weird like rabbit hole of like reposting?
It looked like it wasn't an official posting by police or the toy store. I imagine you do a little bit of research and you find it was probably leaked by one of the employees.
Oh.
That was just like, look at this weird thing that happened.
Let me see.
And of course, all the comments below are just kind of like, "Oh, you totally faked this," and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm. In that case, who do I see behind the counter? Is like a really bored-looking teenager that's like trying to get like seasonal work to get some money between school, or is it like some like older person that probably is in charge?
I'd say you see a bored teenager.
All right.
Just
is it Karen?
Trying to earn a little bit of Christmas money.
Yeah. My second question is this one of my students?
Yes, this is definitely one of your students. Not someone who's involved as much in drama, but you know them from the school.
Alright. Do they notice me, and what is their reaction seeing a teacher in this?
Oh, you just broke up there for a second.
So what is their, like, do they notice me, and what is their reaction to seeing one of their teachers in my store?
They kind of do a bit of a double take, because most students don't imagine seeing their teachers outside of school for some reason.
It's like, whoa, you exist?
You live outside of that building.
Weird. Strange.
I'm going to let you describe this student.
Alright.
Who are they?
I'm really imagining like the stereotypical like
6 foot tall.
like male
Three
teenager
eyes.
like going through puberty and like just being really angsty. Kind of
Oh.
like really bored looking at his phone the whole time, like clearly here just like to get, a couple of bucks, to like, enjoy, buy something that, he might enjoy.
Okay. So, I think this character's name is Tony.
Hey, Tony.
What a good name for a boy or a cat or a girl.
And
Yeah.
but since
Yeah.
but
Is
since
your name short acetone?
but no
After Tony.
since he's the angsty teenager type though, he's like, my name is Anton.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh.
I don't see you around that much. Hey Anton, do you by any chance know about the thefts of Christmas ornaments going around town?
His eyes go wide a little bit, and it's just like, I don't know anything about a leaked video.
What leaked video? How did you find that? Where did you see it? I wasn't at my best.
Okay. Do I need to roll to like come to the conclusion that this kid definitely leaked the video? Or can I just?
It's like, thing is, you're using your teacher senses right now. This is definitely the kid
Yeah.
that leaked the video.
How did you
Don't worry.
divine that?
How did you know?
The teacher squint.
Yeah. Yeah, she's like, don't worry, I won't tell anyone if you did it. In fact, what video? I've never seen such a video. But, I was really, I came all this way hoping to see if I could, like, find a bit more from whoever was on shift at the time to get a better feel for the situation.
He looks a bit reluctant, but his like need to tell someone just overcomes him. And he's just like, well, you didn't hear this from me, but I've been hearing these sounds in the alley behind the store for days. I thought it was like cats or raccoons, but then things started disappearing from outside, and I think it's whatever was in the alley. I just caught it on video not even a week ago, and people don't want to believe it because it's such a tiny little thing, and how is it reaching the ornaments that are like on top of the gutters and stuff?
Lizards can climb.
It's so strange.
Yeah, right?
Me and some others were trying to. So, like, I'm thankful for the information that you've given me today. Well, you probably don't want to see your, teacher around for any longer. So I'll probably, get out of your hair.
Thanks. I guess I'll see you at school.
Yeah, enjoy your holiday break.
Have a good day.
Yay for awkward conversation between students and teachers.
By this point, would Annette have arrived?
I hope
Yes.
so.
Okay. So I'm gonna say I could meet you outside the toy store. Like, what is happening?
All right. Got a lead. Apparently, there might be something in the alleyway behind the toy shop, so I'm gonna go investigate that now.
About the about the decorations in the alley behind the
Yes.
situation. Okay.
Yes.
Because this could have gone to a very bad place. Let's go investigate.
Right. So I assume that by this time Annette has already given over. Well, actually, no, TaskRabbit did that already, so that's fine. Annette doesn't have to worry about that. All right.
I reckon Clancy's finished that trap about now. Wanders over.
So what?
Just to
Alright,
be
so you-
safe,
Oh, you're
I think.
here. Hello.
Hey, friend. How's things? Are we buying toys today?
I see some of us didn't shop until some of us saved our shopping to the last minute. If you need to go buy toys, go right ahead. We can do the investigation.
Oh no, I don't. I don't need toys. And I'm actually a forward planner.
You're a what?
Forward planner.
Oh.
I get things for people years ahead.
Amazing.
Years. Okay.
And Nets
Yeah.
are trying to think,
Yeah.
does that mean they're a regifter?
Maybe. But it means that actually, yes, this is going to be a reference to my mum, who is a serial gift buyer, and then ahead of time, and then hides them away, loses them. And so back when the Titanic was big in cinemas, and my sister loved Leonardo DiCaprio and was obsessed with him and had posters and cutouts of him.
Oh my god,
my mother
your
got
sister.
a big Titanic,
Whoa,
a big
I never-
Titanic facts book, and about the history of the Titanic. 15 years later, my sister's is an adult with a family. Oh no. She gets for Christmas the ancient history of the Titanic, and
You know what? I think that's so
nothing to do
cool.
with the film.
I would still like
Nothing
learning
to do with
about
the film.
the Titanic.
She's like, okay, interesting.
But the idea that it was 15 years later is kind of.
It may have been 20. It was great.
I mean, Titanic came out in
Hey.
1997, so
2007. It was probably 15 years. Yeah.
okay.
Amazing. So that's kind of like Clancy. Like they'll see something and be like, "Hey, that'd be good to get. I know who that would be perfect for," and then they'll squirrel it away, and then give it to them the next time they're in town. Okay. Well, thanks for the Christmas ornaments. I know it must have been tough, But trust me, we're going to trap this thing. If we don't, we'll find it, and your ornaments will be fine. They're beautiful, by the way.
Yep, the TaskRabbit is holding up the box of ornaments on top of his head.
Well, it's empty now.
I hope they'll do. I hope they'll suit.
I think so. In fact, they're better than the ones the city puts up, in my opinion. Maybe you should be in charge of setting up this riffraff and the poles and things.
I wouldn't dream to take that over. But I do appreciate your saying that. And yes, it is true. They are far less tacky than what the city's done historically, and more existing than what the city's done today.
Touche! I got a high five her.
Ouch.
Do you high five me back,
Oh yeah.
Annette?
And then
Oh,
she
nice.
immediately is she'll
Slap.
pull out hand sanitizer.
Yeah, my hands are dirty because I've been building a trap and camouflaging it and stuff.
So now that the trap is all set, do you all find hiding spots?
Well, I feel like we just leave it, and when we continue the investigation, the trap is more just like a backup. If there's something we miss, or we're doing something else, and it's still stealing, I think where we just pursue, and the trap is just kind of like a solid backup for if it steals again.
Okay.
Suzanne's next move is to look around to see if there's any relatively easy way to climb up to the rooftops.
Mm-hmm.
Because as Mise en Scene, she has an ability that doesn't take fall damage, basically. So not only is being in high places like a really like safe option for her. But like then like she can like better like keep an eye on the trap and also like the alleyways at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I love that. So
No fall damage is
you
great.
Can I roll be vigilant while you're doing this to just make sure that you're
Ooh.
like okay?
sure.
Oh, that's surprisingly nice for Annette.
Or would this be a we can do this together?
Ooh, we haven't done a
I
we can
think
do
that's
this
up to
together
you.
yet, so like I kind of like that because like be vigilant is like I guess it's like the questions that be vigilant gives you. Like I don't think they're going to be helpful in this situation.
Okay.
Because it is very much like a glimpse of truth, but it's in a dangerous situation kind of move. So it's like an information move. So like we can do this together.
Okay.
What is the ability you're doing this with?
I was gonna try and do mental, or I would prefer to do mystical, but I will do this with mental since I'm like looking out.
Okay,
Because
mental.
unless I'm sending my task rabbit to like look out for me, but
And
I feel like I'd
you
have to roll a
haven't-
special thing to have them do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll
So
just
you have an
look with my own eyes.
adversarial competitive relationship with Suzanne, so yeah.
Yes.
I guess roll and then I'll roll after you roll.
Sure. Okay.
Make your roll.
I got a 10.
Ooh, you and your target both gain +1 to your next roll. That's really nice.
Yeah.
That is going to
Um,
be really nice.
So I'm going to do a thwart peril roll in that
Ooh.
case. When I do thwart, I have a. Let's see, yeah. For physical, I have a +0.
Oh, and you get
however,
one
I
PowerPoint
have.
draft.
However, oh yeah, I forgot about the PowerPoint thing. Where is that? Where is that located? Apparently, I still have 3 from last time. Do they refresh between sessions? I forget. Maybe it's best to start off with 1, just so that we're not confused.
Yeah, let's start off with 1.
Okay.
But yeah, I have
and
a
are our hit
skill.
points full again?
I hope
Yes.
so.
Okay.
I have a skill called We're all in this together, where I get a +1 to thwart peril when you're working with one or heroes or allies, meaning I have a +2 to this roll.
Nice.
And I needed that because with the +2 that you gave me, I got a 7.
Ooh.
So yeah, please, Zan, give me a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay.
I say you manage to make it up, but you injure either a wrist or an ankle.
Ooh.
Ooh. Ouch.
I'd say I feel like an ankle makes more sense when climbing.
Okay.
Just slightly. I think she like missed a bit of footing on her. Yeah, her ankle's a bit fucked.
Okay. And so, with the trap set and people overlooking, we're going to take a 5-minute break. And we will see you in just a little bit.
Be right back, y'all.
BRB.
And we're back. We're the Threeflings playing Glitter Hearts, and now the trap is set. Let's catch some holiday decoration thieves.
Yes.
Based.
The wet bandits.
All right. Do we just wait?
So
I
we
was like, what do we do?
Well, I mean,
we have an eye in the sky. I know that some people were thinking about doing like more interviews, canvassing, or just waiting and see if the trap works.
I think we continue our investigation because Suzanne got some pretty good intel that there's shady business happening in the back of this shop.
Mhm.
That
and they
is
just
true.
Trap as a while we investigate, continue
Mhm.
on, and then like we'll check on the trap every now and then. And
Mm.
is this the day or night? I feel like it's the afternoon at least.
Let's say it's afternoon, getting on into the evening, but things do get darker this time of year in the Americas, which we decided we were last time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and I have to say that because it's the exact opposite on the other side of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? It's summertime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like, it is not summertime here. There is snow everywhere. And
What's
things get
snow?
dark early. Yeah, no, if you don't know what snow is, we're not answering that.
Don't worry. In 20 years, no one will know what snow is.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oof, oofa doofa.
So yeah, let's go check out what's behind there. If we need, if it's dark, I can, wish that it were brighter.
Okay.
Oh, I just realized you could also use I wish to like create like a really sparkly ornament that would really be like
Oh,
a catch.
yeah!
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't create an ornament.
Okay.
But-
But it's a small
But you might
common
be able to
item.
give one a little bit of a sheen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, because one of your things is create a
Is it
small common
common?
item that can fit in your hand from somewhere, and you're not sure where it came from. So, yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I wish that I had an ornament that was
I wish.
exactly what this thing is looking for.
More than anything.
Ooh. And
More than
as
love.
you wish that, the ornament that you're holding turns a brilliant gold.
Ooh.
And
But also a reminder
Darts.
that Jess has to roll for this, because if she
I got a
fails,
7.
then she takes harm.
I got a
Okay,
7.
good.
7. Okay.
So I
Okay,
hold
good.
one.
Nice.
So I will just use it immediately
Nice.
to make the ornament.
Okay. So it turns a brilliant gold and starts shining with a bit of an inner light. There's definitely something effervescent about this one, and you place it very prominently in with the other decorations that have been set for this trap. Yeah, it's like there are times that which I'm just like, you're gonna succeed, and I just completely like get ahead of myself.
It looks
Because
like
the thing is,
light bright.
I don't roll anything, so I keep forgetting that
Yeah.
other people need to.
Okay, so
Well-
from now on, we're not doing any rolls.
To be fair, it was a mystical check, and I can
Yes.
roll those twice.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah,
But also with
I was
wish,
pretty
it's
sure
kind
you
of
got
like
that one.
a tricky thing, because you can reroll, but like either way, you're taking damage.
Yep.
So
That's
it's
true.
like there's no winning, because well, like so you take 2 damage from I wish, and wish magic has a price. You can choose to take 3 harm.
Yeah.
So either way, it's not good for you.
That's how I got all my damage last time we played.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I can imagine like you
I like
doing
was
it.
knocked unconscious for messing with reality too much.
Yeah. just normal white privilege stuff, you know.
Mhm.
Yep. So, who all is investigating the alley now?
Suzanne
Yeah,
is on
we're
the
all there.
rooftops.
I would like to go take a look at the alley, but also since I bothered to get this ornament out of nowhere, I think I'll sit on a park bench. To where
Okay.
I want to sit on a park bench that is in view of the alley and also the ornament, but I don't know if that's possible. I wish that were possible.
Do you really now?
I don't know if I can wish that hard.
I'm imagining you see like Annette like sitting on a bench, and then it zooms out. It turns out she's sky like at an angle. It's like, how the fuck did she manage that?
I'd say it would not be possible to get a clear view of both.
Okay.
But you can definitely have an eye on the areas that both of them are in. It's just going to be an incomplete view.
Okay. Then I will have a more complete view on the ornament because, as much as I hate to say this, I think Clancy can do something on their own without supervision.
Honestly, that's true because Clancy usually, literally can do stuff by being alert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here's a question: do I roll if I want my dog to just like sniff out like a lizard? See if it sniffs, or just watching it to see what it's sniffing.
I'd say if your dog is going to help you with a roll, you can get a +1 forward. Like if you're going to do an investigation roll with the dog's help.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd allow that.
Okay. Well, I forgot to add in my +1, but it wouldn't have changed anything. But if you're watching at home, we did it. We did the rules.
Yes.
We did the roll. All right. Okay. In that case, I'm going to roll to just investigate this little career alley with the help of my friend Mutt, the little Mutt, and I'm going to watch where he's sniffing. I'm going to talk to him, and I'm just going to like go through the garbage bins, sift my hands through the muck, kick aside little bits that could be like holes through fences or into the under earth. And I'm doing this by myself, so I get a +1 because I'm a lure. I got a 9, 10, 11.
Ooh.
Dang.
And this is mental?
Mm-hmm.
Mental check? I feel like this is a mental check. Yeah. +0.
So 11.
I'm
11.
I'm going to say you get to ask questions. Correct? But
okay. Where did this lizard escape to in this alley?
Oh. You actually find some footprints which you can follow, but you're going to get further away from the trap if you do so.
Oh, that's fine. Like, once it's trapped, that it's probably going to be trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions before you follow the trail?
Do I get any more questions, or just one at 11? I think it's just one, right?
Oh, is it just one?
11 is like
2.
3, isn't it?
What?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
11's a high
3.
roll.
Yeah.
In that case, hell yeah! I'm gonna say, to the universe. So my character's not actually saying this. Okay, so I can follow it. And where does it seem to go in the back of this alley? Does it like go in a hole? Like the footprints? Is it a dead end alley? I thought it was just like a dead end alley at the back.
You
that's an assumption.
See multiple sets of footprints. This seems to be a heavily trafficked area. And you get the feeling that there's more than one.
Oh,
you don't know precisely how many, but this seems to be some kind of organized thing.
Yeah, but where do they go specifically?
You would have to leave the area to follow it completely, but it looks to be...
it leaves outside. Because, sorry, I just assumed the alley was like a dead end. So it's like it keep following it to different alleys?
Yes, it seems there's a series of alleys behind this shopping district street, and it looks like whatever tracks you're following are using
Mhm.
these alleys for concealment.
Okay. I guess
And
the other questions would be, so we know the direction. We found out that there's
How
more
big are
than
the
one.
tracks?
Yeah, how big are the tracks?
the tracks are about 7 inches. So pretty
Okay.
tiny.
Like child shoe size.
Yes.
Cute. All right, we continue on and follow these tracks.
As you follow the tracks, you do find in hard to see corners little glittering spikes of dropped broken ornaments. You are definitely following along the right trail. You're getting
Mhm.
pretty far from your companions, but you manage to follow the tracks to some kind of storage type facility. It's kind of like a bit barn-like, but
okay.
so it's not a warehouse, but it's a storage building.
It seems old. Okay. I'm going to message them. I'm going to create a new chat, and um, the chat is called Hornaments, like a play on being horny, and it's got a little eggplant emoji and like the splash. And then I'm gonna do the location ping, and I say I follow tracks. I follow tracks here. Me now. Arrive, please, PLZ. Clancy hates using a phone.
Is Clancy the kind of
And
person who
texting.
would send those really long, like, copy pastas and, like, full of, like, emojis and, like, being really horny?
Yeah, because they don't want they find the touchscreen keyboard so freaking frustrating. This is just
does
me.
Clancy talk into the phone and use like speech to text and therefore leave
Oh, maybe that's
extremely
it.
long
Yeah.
text messages?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Amazing.
One of my best friends does that, and I know if I get a 7-part text message
Oh,
from her,
ornaments. It was right there.
it's not an emergency. Like
Clancy changes the chats to ornaments. That's even better. Yeah.
I just love the idea of
And then change the emoji to bikini and money.
yeah.
A
Because,
peach.
I'm assuming this is like a Facebook chat, so just like imagine just like a bubble of text and then like a little notification of has it changed? Chat time.
Oh, horny bits. These are all great. Yes. Candy cane and lips.
Say horny minutes does sound like X-rated candy canes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. Someone's bound to have come up with that one.
I'm gonna wait
Yeah.
for my associates to turn up.
Okay. So like upon like all of this, Suzanne just like looks over at where Annette is and where the trap is. Like, if we, I guess like we should probably follow that either place, but like this means that this trap, like when we won't be able to keep an eye on this trap. But also like who knows how if it's multiple, then I'm not entirely sure how helpful it would be anyway.
Speaking of, how closely are you watching this trap now that you both have gotten this text?
I think Suzanne, like, she was keeping an eye on Clancy, from the start, but like as she noticed them like go further and further away, I think Suzanne like turned more and more of her attention to the trap because she's like, okay, I'm not entirely sure I can really be of help without like, following Clancy. So yeah, she's been like keeping a closer on the trap ever since like Clancy went out of view.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll mental to see how well Annette's paying attention to this. Because I know.
Thanks to the hydrate, DW.
Oh, thank you. I I just know seeing the chat change to hornaments and then hornyments and then hornaments is making Annette like close to snap. Like she's getting an eye twitch because I'm guessing the color of like the chat is changing every time too.
Yeah. And the font.
This is lewd. And just pick a theme, for God's sakes. Pick a theme.
Here's the question: does Annette have their phone on silent, or is it like bing, bing?
I am sure it makes a sound. She could.
Oh, yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, Annette's life is too busy for her to have the silent.
Yeah, if it's only on vibrate, it's one of the ones that has a really loud vibration that's also like bump, like a pulse or something. So it is noticeable and annoying.
Mm-hmm.
She actually could pay attention to this because I rolled 10 and she has +1. So
Congrats.
yeah, she's watching the thing.
Okay.
Hi.
I say that
Help.
both of you notice when the trap is sprung.
Ooh.
What happens to anything that is caught in this trap?
It's a barbed poison spike trap. Just kidding. No, it's literally just a cage that just comes down and like.
Is it a cardboard box with a stick
Rocks fall, they
propping
die.
it up?
No, it's like a steel cage.
I was about
but
to
you
ask
catch
if it's like a raccoon
animals.
trap and realized you probably don't have those.
What's a raccoon, Jess? I've never heard of these raccoons.
Do you have them there?
Yeah, it's
No.
not the size of a dog,
Oh,
like
okay.
a dog catcher. It's like a dog catcher. So it's essentially a big cage. Once something goes in it,
Okay.
it just like triggers and shuts, and then they can't get out.
I'm
I've never seen a
imagining
raccoon
that
in
it's
my
a
life.
cage that just goes poop, and now there is a thing that is trapped in the cage, which is attempting to dislodge the cage from wherever it is and roll into the closest alley.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
It's attempting to like break out of the cage.
Well, I think it's discovered that it doesn't have the strength to break out, so it's trying to roll the cage
Oh, that's amazing! Just like
That's amazing.
into the closest alley.
like the world's worst hamster ball. Just
Yes.
crunch,
Is the
crunch,
closest
crunch.
alley the one that we've been?
Actually, no.
Wow.
It's attempting to go to another alley that is across the street,
I would like to
but it's
hex.
technically closer.
I would like to hex it,
Ooh.
because then I can slow it down.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that's not physical. But 6, 7. Okay, that's a 9.
9.
So, I'm gonna say the target is slowed. Or no, the target can't flee the battler area.
Ooh.
Oh.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, it's attempting to roll the cage has been stopped.
I feel like it's all those Christmas ornaments like trailing out, like the lights like connected up and the tinsel. You could just grab that.
Yes.
It's like, now it's going to focus on trying to break out of the cage.
I think Suzanne is going to jump down from the rooftops and, like, land safely, like, right, like, next to the cage and to, like, so that, like, she can have a better idea what's stuck in the cage, at the very least.
What's in the cage?
You don't
What's in the cage?
see much. You see tiny horns and a tail. You see
Horns?
scales
For the ornaments.
Yeah,
for the ornaments.
Yeah.
And little tiny clawed hands.
Oh,
Hmm.
Oh.
it's a cat.
Question for you, Zan, knowing that we
One
both
scale tail.
Question for you, Zan, knowing that we both
Funny
know the
hands.
answer to this. Does Suzanne find this creature familiar in any way?
Ooh. Yes, a little bit familiar.
Oh.
It more like it reminds you of someone rather than you recognize
This
the
specifically.
creature in and of itself. Like,
Fun.
reminds you of someone that you met a few months ago by the name of Alistair.
Suzanne, because like this is probably not Alistair, because I feel like, do we see his dragon form or when he was flying away?
Yes.
You saw him when he took his wings out. Yeah, you saw him in pretty much draconic form.
Because like I feel
But,
like Suzanne's like, is this Alistair, or like when he's in dragon form, like does he like transform this small? I guess. So
yeah,
but, like, I think, like,
you know that Alistair's a lot bigger than this, but
Yeah,
a lot of the features remind you of him.
So I think Suzanne is just gonna say the name Alistair and see like if there's any signs of recognition of that name in the future.
Immediately the creature quiets and goes, You know the great Alistair?
Thank God. I thought it was
Oh.
gonna be like, you know my dad?
Yeah. Yeah, we met a couple of months ago, actually.
Then you know this is the time of tribute. We must bring tribute to Alistair.
Oh, this makes so much more sense.
Annette is going to text Clancy. And seeing that Suzanne is talking to the being and just say like, we have it, your trap worked, come, like, get over here, walk over that way.
Nice. I do that. I saunter back.
You know,
Clancy just comes back drinking from bottled beer. You don't know where they got it from.
I'm just
eating
impressed
jerky.
that like Clancy did not get like attacked or anything while alone. That was a real concern.
Clancy,
That just like
drink a
Zan
beer
like
on the
planned
street.
like a combat and like it turned out the two of the players were nothing.
Oh, that's I know that, Annette, and I stopped just short of the street in that alley. I was drinking in an alley. That's not the street. Anywho, and I finish it off and just like flip it back into the alley.
I
It
know
smashes
I'm getting
in
you
a
for
bin.
Christmas.
Oh, I know what I'm getting for you, Annette.
I'm terrified. Annette is now making a plan to get like a drink cozy.
Clancy's feverishly like, oh fuck, what do I get, Annette? I have no idea. I just wanna seem cool.
My very first thought was getting a net.
Haha.
Just like a fishing net.
Yeah, I feel like Annette, it would be you gotta get Annette something really amazing, but it can't be as amazing as what Annette is gonna get you. Like
Side quest. What are all the
such a
characters going to
tiny-
give each other for presents?
It's in such a tiny area to get it right.
Yeah.
So you gotta find out what
God.
Annette is gonna get you.
I've had to buy those presents. Those people are so hard to shop for.
Oh, it's the worst.
Anyway, we're all together.
Anyway,
in front
I
of
approach
this
the
being.
cage. Yeah.
Yep. You have found a tiny dragon.
Oh.
Baby dragon.
Does it have little wings?
You.
You cannot see little wings, but you can see a tail and little nubby horns and little hands that end in claws.
Okay. Hey there, little buddy.
Oh, it looks just like that bake sale thief.
Yeah,
Yes.
the bake style thief. That's pretty low down. What are you stealing this stuff for, little buddy? What You can tell us.
He looks at you with like really wide eyes, and he's like, "It is the time of tribute. We must give tribute to Alistair."
Who the fuck is Alistair? I looked back to my team.
Giving
Yeah.
Sunday was last month, dear. You missed out.
I am late. I am late with the tribute.
Well, you have Black Friday, Small Business Saturday, and then no, it's Giving Tuesday, isn't it? Well, you can give any day, really, I suppose. But you know, there's a whole grant. It's a weekend thing.
Now the little dragon is looking
Cyber Monday.
really confused.
This is just forgetting if it's Sunday or Tuesday. I think it's Sunday. Giving Tuesday is another thing. But
Never heard
I'm
of
just
Giving
like,
Tuesday.
what are you Americans on a?
I don't like it.
think but yeah,
I mean,
actually-
taking Tuesday sounds, it's an alliteration. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's Alistair, little dude? Do you guys know an Alistair? I
Yes,
don't know.
yeah, we do.
Alistair. Children's bake sale.
Also, was the same
Alistair
guy.
is the biggest dragon. Alistair is
Oh.
He's kind of a
Alistair needs tribute. Alistair is shiny and wonderful.
Here's a question, little buddy. Did Alistair ask you to do these things, or are you doing them because you love Alistair?
What does Alistair do to deserve this tribute?
Yeah,
In
yeah.
what way has he benefited your life?
By being shiny, wonderful Alistair?
Oh, so you have
Okay.
feelings for this Alistair. I see.
Hmm.
Alistair is like Big Brother.
Okay. Does Alistair ever give you gifts? You seem pretty great.
Gifts.
Tributes.
What is this gifts? This is tribute. Tribute
Yeah,
is
does
given
Alistair-
to the biggest and the brightest.
Oh, but what about the sweetest and the most sleekest? That could be you. Does Alistair give tributes to like other people? Sometimes I go to like a competition, you know, flying through town, and sometimes people come first, second, and third for being the best, second best or third best, and then some people get an award for the most drunk, like they just drunk an incredible amount of soda.
Is there a point to this story?
Yeah, but like I think everyone is special, so maybe you shouldn't put Alistair on the only pedestal. Does Alistair should be giving you tributes? You know, if he's your brother, he should be like family.
I understand your point, my dear, but the only people who
don't
say
think
that everyone is special are the only people who really aren't good at anything.
That's
They just say
terrible,
that to
Annette.
make
You shouldn't
themselves
say
feel better.
that.
Only
I
special
believe
people
it,
are
Annette.
special.
No, everyone's special, Annette. Everyone's great in their own way. You know, I met this
Is that
murderer,
really true?
and
That's
yeah.
like saying
this-
everyone's attractive. It's not true.
Oh, really? You don't think that? I think everyone's attractive in their own way.
Hmm.
I was once riding train with this convict, and he murdered a bunch of people. But anyway, we're getting distracted. I think this Alistair takes advantage of these little guys. Can you lead us to Alistair? I think we maybe need to maybe sort this out. That maybe tell Alistair it's not okay to steal.
You
Get-
want to bring
for
tribute to Alistair?
Sure, we can bring tribute to Alistair. If
I
that'll
will
get us
lead
in.
you to Alistair.
I
We
love
can bring
conversation.
tribute.
Because from Suzanne's perspective, she walked over to the cage, realized, while dealing with the dragon, you know, the dragon replied, responded to Alistair, said, oh yeah, we're going to bring tribute. Suzanne concludes, oh, okay, they're bringing all the ornaments to Alistair for tribute. And, like, she's already, like, those basic facts are, like, enough to go, okay, let's go follow where Clancy went off to, and maybe that's where Alistair is. And then these two come over, and they just start this really long-winded tangent, and she's just like,
Well,
what?
now we don't have to. Now we don't have to follow a trail. We can get an invite, so we're not busting in. I'm invited.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to end here. You have been given an invitation to visit Alistair
it's one
during
of
the
those
time
invites.
of tribute. to discover exactly what is going on and where all these Christmas ornaments are going.
Oh my
It's one of those
goodness.
invites where it says like you have to come in costume, like we have to bring a tribute.
Yes.
So
And
I'm
at
gonna-
this
Costume
point,
too?
I'm gonna. You have to-
and at this
we have to look
point,
like lizards.
Clancy is like, no thanks, and then leaves.
Yeah.
My job here is done. My trap worked. I'm done.
Clancy's just like, my trap worked. I figured out the mystery. Everything's good. See ya.
This is
Um,
Gonna
Alex
go
really
and finish that movie.
This is because DW won't be here next week.
Yeah, so thanks for reminding me. I was like, no, Clancy doesn't want to do that. But Clancy does. Clancy totally does. So Clancy is going to go probably collect whatever ornaments are left outside the trap, and they just tear off a piece of cloth, I guess, from their jumpsuit, and they tie it into a little pouch, and they're like, oh, maybe these look like really nice tributes, and we can like this is to present to this Alistair character. I don't have enough for 3, so maybe only you 2 can go. Otherwise, I would have no butt on my pants, or my boobs would be shown. So maybe I'll have to sit this one out. But hey, and I put my hand on both shoulders, and you can smell their beery, boozy cigarette breath. I believe in you too.
Thank you.
I cannot tell you exactly what that means to me.
And then and then I'm gonna use a power and a PowerPoint, and you feel palpable happiness radiate
Oh, thank you.
as Clancy leaves. You're like, oh god, they're gone.
My job here is done.
My job here is done.
Huzzah!
That's our tuxedo mask for Glitter Hearts.
Palpable
yeah.
happiness.
And I get a pocket knife and I cut the cage thing open. There you go, little buddy, and I give him the rest of my jerky I was chewing.
Yeah,
Yeah, come on,
huge
Mutt, we got work
eyes
to
just
do.
stare out of you, and it's just like, you've given me tribute.
Oh.
Oh,
I just kind of like does a little bit of a sniffel, and it's just like, thank you.
I bend down and pat him on the haunches, on the between the shoulders, and Mutt licks the little dragon lizard's face. And I say, "That's all right. Maybe I'll bring you a tribute next year when I come back around. I just got to finish snow plowing, and then I'll see you all next winter. It's been great.
yeah, sure.
The wind blows. Clancy must go." And then I transform into my magical girl form, which is the same. Because it gave me the option. It said you could just look like the same person. So I was like,
I
oh,
look
she's
like
that.
the same person too.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
you do
all
as
look
well?
like the same
Yeah.
person.
It does the whole animation where I spin in the air for a second, and then I just land, and my jumpsuit's just fixed. It's got
Yeah,
patches
exactly. I was
covering
just
the
thinking
holes.
that, like, that is even. Suit is back.
Well, I don't think there's a more perfect ending to this episode. As Clancy walks off into the sunset to
Plow some snow.
plow some snow and make sure the town can have the best
Salted
best streets and
Salted
sidewalks.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Right.
Ugh.
So, with that, we will be concluding this story next week on Glitter Hearts. But for now, as we sign out, DW, who are you? Where can we find you?
I'm TW. You can find me in Australia. And
nowhere else.
that old Twitter site. What is that? I'm on there. You can get on my Instagram. That's at DW_Dagon. That's more interesting. That's me.
And-
Next.
And
I've
Drag.
been online very much.
Hey, I'm Draz. You can find me in Australia. Anyway,
Hello.
Click it
all
right
my
here.
games are on itch.io, at Drazillion.itch.io, and you can, like, I have an account on Blue Sky and Twitter at Drazillion also, but I don't really use either at this stage. I'm mostly in the Discord, really, which you can join if you're a Patreon subscriber. So join us there.
And Jess, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hey, I'm Jess. I write games, and
Are you in Australia?
I'm not in Australia. You can't find me there. But I
Oh
would love to go
no!
there.
Can't find you here.
I have something coming out, and I'm a stretch goal for a Kickstarter thing, and I forgot to get the link, and I don't want to bother you, but I'll put it in the YouTube thing. Maybe we'll see. Fine. I'm doing Kickstarters. Find my socials where I'll talk about them. Maybe.
Effective marketing strategy.
So good at it.
And I'm Zan. I'm an illustrator, and I'm not really on Twitter anymore. I still have the handle of Pale White Rabbit, but I'm mostly on Instagram, also under Pale White Rabbit. You can find me there, and my website also has a link to my online store where I sell some of my illustrations and pins and other things.
Heck yeah. And we are going to go shoot our behind the scene Patreon video. So support us on Patreon to get access to that and our fun Discord. And now we are going to go raid We Are Nerdsmith. So thank you so much for joining us. Wish We Are Nerdsmith a Threefy hello. And we will see you next time. Same Threef time, same Threef channel. Bye.
Bye!
Bye.